Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. My name is Cortland. We are here with another movie review. This time we're doing it with Tag, and this is going to be a different video because I have two different people to help out with this movie review. Introduce yourselves.
I like to go by the name Asian Persuasion. Thank you very much.
Edgelord Supreme.
So let's just get straight into it. What are your thoughts on the movie?
Honestly, I was going in with very little expectations. I didn't hear very much myself. I didn't personally hear anything about the movie before I saw it.
Yeah, nobody did.
Well, I didn't watch TV.
It wasn't well marketed. I'll tell you that much.
But I want to say I was greatly surprised by how good it was with the comedy and
yeah.
It had a constant story, as weird as it was.
Yeah, I'll agree on that. I didn't hear anything about the movie as well. The only time I heard anything about it was whenever Cortland was like, "Hey, show up for the movie." Great. The movie had a great story to it, very heartwarming. The
heart-wrenching towards the end. It's like the miscarriage, just like what the fuck.
You'll understand that reference later.
Spoilers for the movie. There's a miscarriage in there somewhere.
Insert flashing spoiler sign right before that moment, please, and thank you.
You're not thanked.
Yeah, the movie follows a plot synopsis or plot development similar to a lot of comedy movies of this time, but it handles the problem scenario differently than a lot of comedy movies do today. Whereas many comedies, they take the problem scenario and they dwell on it until the very end of the movie and then it's finally resolved. This movie takes that situation and resolves it within 10-15 minutes, and then the rest of it's right back to the funny shit. It's great.
Yeah, that was a nice little plot twist.
And I just like the whole moral ending part of the movie, of how it's a game not only for fun, but it's also a way to keep connections with those close to us, even if we're in different cities, different states. Gives them an excuse to come visit each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't stop playing when you get old. You get old when you stop playing.
That is a quote from the movie, and we may not copyright it as much as we want to.
Because we may or may not have rushed out of the theater with our own game of tag.
It was that inspirational for us.
Mm-hmm.
And would you like to also agree with there was a lot of action involved, specifically with a certain character?
Yes.
Yes.
Hawkeye went ham on all his childhood friends, throwing donuts in people's faces and spilling hazelnut coffee in someone's face.
And,
who the fuck drinks hazelnut coffee?
And there was a lot of butt punching with him as well.
Butt punch.
No anal punch.
You cannot punch in the butthole. No anal punches.
One of their what did they call it in the movie? Their amendments.
Yes,
amendments.
They had amendments for their game of tag that they've been playing for roughly around, if not over 30 years. They had a technical book they made since they were like, was it 12, 10?
Something like that.
When they started, and they've been making amendments to the rules since then, keeping it up to date to make it fair.
Yeah.
But still enjoyable.
And I do have to say, like, I'm realizing that not a whole lot of comedies are based off of true stories, and I think that more comedy should be based off of true stories, because that just makes it all the more great.
Oh yeah. So on a side note, as Cortland was just mentioning, yes, this was also based on a true story between a group of friends, which makes it even more heartwarming and brings more emotion to the action-ish comedy.
And it's awesome.
Yeah, some of the scenes in the movie were directly taken or inspired from real footage of them playing the game.
Yeah, they actually had footage at the very end of the movie from real life, those exact people.
I didn't think they actually would do the old woman thing. I thought that was just a movie thing, but no.
Yeah. I have to point out that Jeremy Renner, the guy who played the character who didn't get tagged until the very end of the movie. Spoiler alert. He actually broke his arms while filming the movie.
Really?
Yeah. What was funny is that he was also doing Infinity War and Avengers 4 filming as well, but he broke his arms in this movie and not the Avengers movie, which I found kind of ironic.
Moral of the story is tag is intense.
Oh, this
Well,
movie will-
actually, to be fair, he filmed Avengers 4 because he wasn't in Infinity War, so yeah, correction. But, you know.
He definitely takes tag very seriously in the movie.
Yeah.
I promise you.
He even...
Yeah.
Continue.
You have never seen anyone so energetic and like so like explosive with how they were thinking and how they were acting within just a simple game of tag, from jumping out a window, jumping on like 20 or 30 freaking chairs while pushing people, throwing people, and then like using them to avoid being tagged by the it person. And even when they started switching off, he would remember all this and calculate everything in his head. And they always had like the slow-mo little action scenes as he was thinking stuff to himself to comprehend what was happening around him.
Those were really great.
Which seems like a very Hawkeye thing to do, actually.
Yeah.
They did that in the Sherlock movies as well. Do y'all remember that?
I haven't seen any of them.
Don't remember. It's
They,
probably not
they
something you
did.
should
They
have
did.
known.
They did the slow-mo scenes where he predicted the future in the Sherlock movies.
Oh.
Interesting. And then, like, he was so into the game, he went as far as to start masturbating with the stuffed teddy bear in his friend's room with a green screen. Not at the actual room, but the green screen of her.
See, what actually happened was, the crazy thing, they broke into his house because he has never been tagged.
Spoilers.
More spoilers.
So much spoiler.
Well, that's why.
Much spoiler. So
Flashing spoiler just throughout this entire like conversation, man. Just have that going. Anyways. But he didn't really rape the bear, so all you people are okay. You don't have to witness that atrocity going through your minds. That doesn't really happen.
No bears were raped in the making of this video.
Yes, as our bear-loving host here would agree, it would be an atrocity to have a bear raped in front of his eyes, even a teddy bear.
It would.
We've done a lot of like up hype and how much we love the movie. I think we should also talk about the bad things now.
Yes, that would be a good idea. I'll start this off. I hated the shit out of both the actress and the character of Jeremy Renner's character. I think his name is Jerry, right? Yeah, I think his name is Jerry. I hated the shit out of that character. She was the most annoying thing in that movie, by far.
She was, just for clarity, was she the one that was getting?
She was overhyped.
Way too intense into
Yeah,
the game?
she was the miscarriage character.
No.
No.
So you're talking about the other one?
I'm talking about Jerry's wife. The one that
Oh,
he's going to not wife,
miscarriage.
but
The one that-
going to be the wife.
Yeah, she.
Yeah, that character.
Yeah.
She was annoying as hell.
See, I was caught up in the moment. And I was like, oh, she seems like I agreed with whatever his name was, the guy that had some emotional issues. Which I know we're talking about bad things, but another thing I want to throw in on the good side was that each character had their own special traits, and I believe it helped show like how most friend groups are.
Yeah.
And
Good representation. You gotta have the stoner, and then you gotta have the businessman,
then you got the weirdo,
the family man.
Weirdo family man. You got the person that has mental issues, but still loves to hang out with his friends. And then you got the cool guy that's very distant from all of them.
And he has his own gym, apparently. Which was a kind of little plot twist in itself. When that came up, I'm just like, wait, what?
Well, it makes sense with all the stuff he did.
Yeah,
All right,
because
but
he was very.
What are your bad thoughts?
Well, to be honest, just like the weird little moments, I want to say, like, they didn't have to throw in the short, awkward moment with the mother, like, 2 times in the entire movie.
Yeah. That was just, I think that was way too cliche.
I mean, yeah, like, we can think of back to American Pie with the whole mother and the friend in the group having a relationship.
I've never seen the movie.
American Pie?
No.
And you're supposed to be the person of movie reviews. Anyways.
Hey, I'm just. Alright, continue.
Anyways, so anyone that understands the reference I'm making, good for you. Applause. Get a pat on the back for you. But, yeah, if they had like a little more into it, maybe they could have done, made it better, I guess. Made it more involved. But with like 2 short, not even 2-minute sections of it, why even put it in the movie?
Yeah.
They could have just kept her as like the lovable mother who made cookies, which is also generic, but at the same time, it showed that they were still childish, playing tag.
Have fun
But
breaking
also
the law,
grown up
kids.
because she was very on about some people.
Eccentric?
No. But you remember the scene where they were first in the basement, whenever they were.
Mm-hmm. That's the specific one I'm remembering.
Yeah.
Where she's just like,
Yeah, because she knew they weren't kids anymore.
We are not implying anything in particular.
No, we're implying everything.
Yeah.
We're inserting everything as well. So
just sliding that into the DM now. What you were saying?
No, like to bounce off your idea, I would actually counter that. Yeah, I'm gonna counter it.
You activated my trap card.
Because I mean I agree. I think she is she's an annoying character.
yeah,
But
which I do hate annoying characters.
But I feel like she was there for a reason. Her character was made that way because she was supposed to be annoying.
Yeah, that's
for
fair.
lack of a better way to put it.
The miscarriage
She's
part
annoying
really
because she was supposed to be
threw me
annoying.
through a loop, though. I'm just like, I'm starting to hate this movie now because they did this. Like,
That just was to show how hardcore they were into the game.
Yeah.
And how
it almost took me out of the movie to the point where I'd just be sad and depressed because, like, I felt the way the characters felt at that moment. It's just like, oh, we done fucked up.
Yeah.
And I guess to play off something like that, which is the whole fake miscarriage thing, I was also expecting the ending part to be a fake as well.
Yeah.
With the husband.
Yeah, cause
Oh, speaking of the ending, I was so ready to applaud the Hoagie, the guy that's like described as the family man character, just running up the altar and tagging him. I thought that was a legit thing that happened. It's just no, instant go back to reality. It's like, wait, no, that's not the ending I wanted. Go back to that.
See, once I just started seeing everyone stand up and applaud, I knew it was fake.
I wanted it to be so real, though.
Who would be happy about that at a wedding?
they would just be like, "What the hell is going on?"
And that was the reaction we got from him.
But hey, the actual ending was still pretty awesome.
Yeah,
It was emotional. It almost made me cry.
Though I still wasn't sure if he was faking it or not.
Yeah, we'll never know. But
is this
but
place
he's-
real?
but he's just like, fuck it, just tag me. Let's be friends.
Yeah, they had a good. Then it went to the morale thing, but another thing too is just how like underwhelming it was. I want to say to get, even though I know he was like emotionally distressed, and they were talking about how awkward it was when they were planning on getting him
Yeah.
to join them for their adventure. But like the businessman, there was stuff being thrown in the office and like all that. The stoner was running through other people's houses and jumping off a building, landing on a car, and then getting tagged by the other person.
And then they drove 2 mini golf carts and they just drove through golf carts. And then there's like the most intense action sequence in the forests.
Oh, they set that up so perfectly. I love that scene.
That was golden.
As you probably noticed, we really had not a lot of bad things to say.
No.
It was, honestly, once I brought that up, it was kind of hard to pick and choose a few things.
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm personally a novice at this. I don't know about you, Josh.
Yeah, I'm popping my virgin cherry on this.
So, I don't know if our host, who has experience in this, could have found a few more things wrong.
Well, I don't have that much more experience than you do.
What is your rating grade? Like, what do you rate with?
Yeah, that's a better question. Is it out of 5, out of 10, out of
Well,
100?
let me answer your first question, damn it.
Do you have a moist meter?
No, we're not. We're not penguins, all right. Shout out to you, by the way. Yeah,
freaking great, dude.
We love you. No, nobody does. Anyways,
He's lying.
Shots fired.
You know what? I'm just gonna skip your first question. Just go to the score. I would say 8.5 out of 10.
8.5 out of 10?
Yes. It's a lot more well-rounded and a better comedy than the last like 10 or so comedies that have been released. Like, comedies have went way downhill for a while now, and this is kind of like one of the, I guess, movies that will give the comedy genre a resurgence, hopefully, if people actually go out and see it. Apparently nobody has.
Yeah.
But we're going to try to get this out there so that people can see it. Anyways, your score.
See, my rating gets pretty tough because it's never going to be a 10. I can promise you that, because there's no such thing as a perfect movie.
Well, I mean, I gave
There's
Infinity War a 10 out of 10.
No, there's no such thing as a perfect movie. There is never a perfect movie. If there is,
Coco was a perfect movie.
If there's a perfect movie, there would be no reason for any other movie to exist.
Go watch one of my videos. Coco is a 10 out of 10, and it is the most beautiful movie I've ever seen. All right.
I did not cry in that movie. Just kidding. I haven't seen it.
That's what I thought.
If you can cry, laugh, jump up and down, get overheated because you're too excited or angry about it.
God, just give your score.
I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10, to be completely honest. Because it was a fantastic movie. And I just fell in love with it. It was great. We started our own little tag thing around our area. And yeah, it has high moral ground, the comedy, and it even has like some good action moments in there.
Surprisingly, it does.
Yeah, mostly in comedies, they're very relaxed on the action. No, this had a lot in there, I guess, because they had the Hawkeye actor in there. That's probably the main reason. He was specifically the motivation for all the action.
Probably, yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like there could have been some more improvements on some things, so it's not going to get old between like the 8 and 9 area.
Yeah. All right. Josh? Throwing out your actual name.
It's been thrown out twice now.
Okay.
He's been real.
I've been doxxed, everybody. No, I would actually have to side with Sabo, because I'd have to say I'd give it about an 8 out of 10.
They don't know who I am.
You're Sebastian.
I'm the Asian persuasion. Leave me alone.
I would give it an 8 out of 10 because I'm very picky with comedy movies, and if I say a comedy is good, I really mean it. Because Sabo pointed it out earlier. He said that comedies have been on the downhill, on a straight decline for the past, I don't know, 2 decades at least. It's just a really good movie.
Yeah.
So
I've already pointed out everything I can really talk about. My main point was really how it handled the third act with where the problem scenario shows up that's supposed to drive the story. That's what really got my attention.
All right. Well, that should about wrap up our thoughts on the movie Tag. The box office says otherwise, but I say it's a very good movie that you should go see and check out.
What's the box office say about it?
Poor opening and poor gross, or whatever you want, however you want to.
We can attribute that to just poor advertising.
Yeah, I think the advertising and marketing is probably what hit it the most, because people keep talking about how they didn't really market it and nobody knows about it. But anyways, yeah, that wraps up our thoughts on the movie Tag. Go see it if you haven't. Leave a like if you enjoyed this review. Comment if you've seen it and what you thought of it and whatever. That YouTube shit.
And tell him if you love us fabulous co-hosts.
maybe
oh my God.
maybe I'll bring him on for other movies. You never know. Like,
Give him an excuse to come invite us again.
hey, maybe we'll bring him on for some other Jurassic hit that's in theaters right now that I may or may not review later.
Which also
Hint,
heard
hint.
was like a miss.
Hint, 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 wink, wink. Anyways, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified of future videos by me and other people on this channel. Thank you guys for watching. Stay awesome. Grr.
Bye!
What's up, dude?